Hello, everybody.
And welcome back to the Racing Flag Podcast. We're back, baby.
Bit late, but we're fine.
We're very late. It's been a while, but we're back.
It's currently the 1st of April. Happy April Fools.
And when was the last time we did an episode? Like, wow,
I don't know, a couple of weeks ago.
over a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah?
It was before the BAHRAIN Grand Prix, gee. That was the last time we put out.
Well, that was a couple of weeks ago.
Just like February time. It must have been a month.
That's a couple of weeks.
It's more than a couple of weeks. But anyway.
We're basically going to do race recaps and kind of like expectations. The only expectation I had was Max was going to finish first
Yeah.
for a lot of things.
But
Oh, and our F1 bingo. Our bingo
yes,
card. We're going to cross
we got
off
some stuff to
wherever
tick
we've
off.
got so far.
Yeah, I've got some stuff to tick off, haven't we?
We've got a few things to tick off, yeah.
Just as a reminder, if you've forgotten, there it is. There's our.
I feel like we've got some
F1
cool ones
bingo.
on there, you know?
Well, we've got some good ones that we've actually been able to take off, so that's good.
Which we'll do at the end to summarise everything.
Yeah.
So we're going to discuss BAHRAIN, the season opener.
Yes.
I can't remember it being exciting, to be honest.
Very,
As a season
boring.
opener, we were just like, is this it? We waited like,
very boring. Could have literally
can't even remember how many months we waited, but we waited a while.
could have napped through it and we wouldn't have missed anything.
Yeah. And it was a Saturday race, which I didn't vibe at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Saturday race.
It was, what was it, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
It was something stupid. Yeah.
It wasn't like late evening. It was legit in the middle of the day Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday was like, what do I do now?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Whereas the shops
didn't
usually
vibe
shut
it.
at 4, and then we watch, like,
Yeah.
the F1 when the shops are shut. Nothing else to do. That's great.
Yeah, Sunday's more of a chill day as well, you know. Saturday's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, let's get up and do stuff. And it's like, you
Saturday
can't.
you can do whatever the hell you like all day, but then no, we gotta stay in and watch the F1. Not complaining, don't get me wrong. You know, F1 is just fun, but
A little bit.
still. Anyway, right.
Okay, so
BAHRAIN.
BAHRAIN recap, 'cause we
What
can't
the
remember it
hell
now.
happened? Because it's been 5 weeks? No. 4 weeks?
I literally couldn't tell you.
No, we had a 2-week break in there somewhere. I can't remember. Anyway,
Yeah, we did. Okay, Hulkenberg went into Stroll on the first lap.
awesome.
Sound.
Typical Stroll, typical Haas. Of course, they're going to be.
You can't blame Stroll for that. You can't say typical Stroll.
He's just.
He's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And then because of that, you had Valtteri also went into the back of someone. Not badly, but yeah, no. Was it a front wing change actually? Was that the long pit stop one? Yeah.
The long pit stop. What, for Valtteri?
Yeah.
No. That was because the wheel nut got bloody seized.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Carlos and Charles getting close on lap 11. So
Just fighting.
they basically had them on different strategies as far as I know. Where they were going to pit Leclerc first so he could undercut Carlos. And then Carlos went, no thanks. And overtook him. Because you know what? He's got absolutely nothing to give Ferrari this year.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing it for his own.
He's out of a seat at the end of the year. Why should he accommodate the rest of the team if they're literally getting rid of him?
Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as I'm concerned, like, he's just doing it for himself, which he should be.
Yeah, exactly. He should be fighting for himself. He needs a seat for next year.
But then also, is anyone going to look at him and be like, oh, well, he can't follow team orders, we don't want him? I don't know.
No, they're going to look
Like,
at him
if he
and go,
went to
he
Mercedes-
can win us races, we'll have him.
He's the only... If he doesn't get a seat next year, someone's being paid off.
Honestly, I see him at either Mercedes or Red Bull. I think they're the only two that's actually got a chance at having him.
I think Horner would be stupid not to have him.
Yeah, 100%.
But Toto's the only one... No, actually, Horner came out last week or the week before and said that everyone should be looking at him.
Yeah.
So he's kind of hinting that should be him looking at him. But Toto has come out and was like, we want Max. So I don't know. He hasn't mentioned anything about Carlos.
Because of all the Horner drama again.
Yeah. He said he'd like fully come out and he was just like, we want him. Like, if he wants to, just come here, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Even though they had a massive fight 2021. Still,
It's just because he's a good driver, isn't
you
it?
want him, then you just want a fast driver
Do you though?
in a terrible car,
Oh, exactly.
if anything.
Why would Max go there? Why would Carlos go there?
Challenge.
Carlos would go there because he hasn't got a seat. There we go.
Max is winning all the time. I give him something to actually live for again.
See, I'm going to say that
But then
Danny
that's what
made that
Danny Rick
mistake.
made, yes.
I 100% like appreciate the fact that went, oh no, I need a challenge. I need to be stimulated. You know, I want to prove myself. But it hasn't worked out well for him at all.
But I feel like Mercedes. Oh my god. As soon as the mic went on, my brain just went, nah, you're tired.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Mercedes is going to be the type of people now that have like Max come in, and then they'll have that fire reignited again. They'll be fully focused on making an actual good car again.
Yeah, but they should be anyway. That's the
Yeah,
whole
they really
reason.
should be, and I don't know why they can't.
The whole reason they lost Lewis.
They've been amazing for years and years and years, and now all of a sudden they've just gone the complete opposite way. They're getting worse.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. How can you make a good car for so long and have all this time to figure out the new regs?
Yeah, but was it because they were making a good car, or was it because everyone else was just behind? Do you know what I mean? Like, was the car absolutely amazingly good, or did you just have the combination of the other teams not keeping up with the little things that they were doing?
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Now everyone's caught up, and they've gone, oh shit, everyone's caught on to the little things that we've done.
Everyone's all hired good engineers, and everyone's got this, that, the other. And maybe Mercedes just
Bit more
isn't
money.
a good team. Like, full stop.
Might not be.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean, like, because they were dominating for so long, everyone was like, what are they doing? And then they finally figured it out, and obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a money thing, because Mercedes were the top ranking at one point, surely, of, like, bringing in money.
I'm pretty sure they had to lay off a bunch of people last year or the year before.
Oh, dear.
Pretty sure they had to, yeah. I think they were a bit short on the old money.
Right, row. That's what I mean.
But obviously, because they weren't winning the championships and they weren't bringing the money in, they've obviously lost the money they can't pay for what they used to have, innit? You know?
That's what I mean. I don't understand how they're going to get back. I don't really... Unless you have an amazing driver and sponsors follow said driver.
Well, they're losing their best driver. They're losing Lewis.
Is he?
George is not...
Is he?
George isn't there. George isn't up to scratch. I think.
He's not... He can't handle pressure.
No. As soon as there's a little bit of pressure, as soon as someone breaks in front of him, he starts crying.
He can't handle that, like, oh my god, like, I can't mess up, and then he does.
Yeah, true. But hey, anyway.
But he's only... Oh, I was going to say he's a rookie. He's not a full rookie, but...
He's far from a rookie.
God,
He's been in there for like 5-6 years.
Yeah, because they all come up 2019, didn't they? The three of them.
Yeah.
Norris, Russell and Albon. All come in 2019, I think. That's still pretty fresh.
It's still pretty fresh compared to Lewis, compared to Fernando.
But he's got a bloody race win, the other two haven't.
True. It's true.
Do you know what I mean?
I was really hoping for Norris race win, but...
I'm telling you, this season...
He's got so close twice. Like, he was leading a lap at Bahrain.
Yeah, he led about 3 laps.
Yeah.
But I don't think he had pitted at that
I was
point.
under safety car, don't get me wrong. But, like, the fact that he was
Still
just leading
counts.
the race. Yeah, exactly. Still laps led.
It still
I don't know. I just feel like this...
Needs a race
There's
win.
so much build-up. I just need him to win for the just for a taste.
Yeah, so on that, he's broken the record of having... the 14 podiums, I think it is, without a race win. The most amount of podiums.
Most amount of podiums without a race win.
Can you remember who he overtook?
Australia. I don't know.
Someone's got 13. I can't remember their name.
Saying the fact. I don't remember looking it up though.
Yeah, that's crazy, that is.
But we'll talk about that.
He does need a race win.
Later on, I guess.
Bless his little heart.
Yes, he does need it.
But I think...
I need it too, as a fan. I need it.
All the Lando McLaren fans need it for their souls.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be under a lot of pressure from Piastri.
Piastri's a very good driver.
Let's just put it out there. If Norris is up there, Piastri's going to be up there.
Yeah.
Unless something goes extremely wrong, Piastri DNFs, Max DNFs, Perez is just last year Perez, not this year Perez. Because to be fair, he's kept it with Max so far.
Yeah.
I will give him that.
I feel like Perez hasn't been Perez since 2021.
Yeah. He had that whole defending season and then...
Yeah, and he's just not living up to it at the minute. He's doing well, don't get me wrong. He's still overtaking, he can still keep positions, but, I don't know, he just doesn't seem the same person anymore.
Oh, God, I wouldn't be either. I'd start losing all my bloody...
Especially if your teammate is
passion and effort.
all the time.
Literally. And then you go in, the best you can finish is second. That'd irritate me, that would. Because you know for a fact team orders, they're going to put Max in front anyway.
Of course they are, because they know you can get out in front.
Yeah, they'll be like, Perez, can you just defend everyone so Max can catch up?
Yeah.
Can you just let him pass? Like, he's not... I don't think he should...
Back in 2021, they were using Perez as a battering ram to get through everyone and then pull Max through. It was just...
That's what I mean. Like, he wants to win races. He ain't going to do that at Red Bull, I don't think. I think he's out this year, I do.
Not really anymore.
I think he's out this year.
If Perez is on track to win a race and Max is second, they're 100% going to pull team orders. They're 100% going to go, what's the point of you having the championship points when we can have Max have the extra and get that little bit more ahead?
Yeah, exactly. Especially because he's DNF now. He's had one DNF and he's lost points.
Yep.
Carlos can 100% do it again. He can win another race. Did it last year. He's already done it this year.
Deep down in me, I really, really want Carlos to like hammer it home this year.
100%.
And like get like second, and if not first, like in the championship.
Yeah. But again, not for Ferrari, for Carlos.
Oh my God. And who isn't going to look at him next year?
Something about him. He's just so humble as well. Like he actually it was nice to see excitement.
Wins. He's got passion for it. Max is just dead inside.
He literally was in so much pain. You could see it. Like on the podium, Lando literally had to help him up. Oh, watching him get out of that car was painful, man.
Right, we're talking about Australia. We're going to be talking about Bahrain.
Life. That's just life. The Bottas pit stop.
Yeah. Did it happen? Bahrain. Let's backtrack.
Did it happen in Saudi as well, though? Or was it just that? Yeah, because they still had the wheel nut issue.
They've had the wheel nut issue
they literally,
for 3 races now.
Oh, who was it? Someone said, one of the commentators said they literally they've planned to have long pit stops. Yes. They knew coming into the race they're going to be at least 30 seconds.
They said that they needed longer pit stops
what do you mean?
Of the issues they're having, which is crazy.
You don't go into a race going, well, yeah, something's broke, but, whatever. Fix it. It's not hard, surely.
Another team that's going absolutely backwards. I feel sorry for Zhou. And Valtteri, actually. Because Valtteri
I feel like Valtteri
driver at Mercedes.
He has had his glory years, but Zhou hasn't had.
Zhou's had nothing yet.
Zhou is the most under the radar driver on the entire grid.
Yeah, literally.
His name never gets mentioned except for the Silverstone crash and the fact that Steak Sour, whatever you want to call it, has gone to shed. Mm-hmm. That's the only times he gets mentioned. I don't know if that's just because I don't think I follow him on Instagram or anything like that. But then I don't follow the other drivers, but F1 reports it and Sky Sports report them. But Zhou is just nowhere to be seen.
Zhou just lies so far under the radar.
Yeah.
If they literally didn't mention him or show him on screen for a race, I would literally forget about him. I'd forget he even exists.
Literally.
That's unfortunate, really.
Whenever I try and if I'm making new designs of stuff and I have to be right, I literally need the name of every single driver, I always forget Sauber, Alpine. Again, literally can't remember.
Alpine, terrible start of the season. Oh my God.
Next level, terrible.
Awful.
I don't know what they're doing either. Sauber.
I don't know how they've gone so far backwards when they've stripped literally everything off the car to make it lighter.
Sauber and Alpine have had big investors come in, and it hasn't made a difference.
Literally no difference whatsoever.
I don't get it.
It's awful.
You've literally got people like Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney.
Yeah, they both
who else?
Andy Joshua.
There's is there someone from American football as well? I swear there was a third person or fourth person. Rob was very under the radar.
Possibly.
I think there was someone from NFL. There was 3 massive names, and yet nothing.
Literally nothing at all.
I'd be pulling out if I was them. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I think Ryan's got like a 20%, 26% stake in stake.
Has he got in stake?
Alpine, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think something like 26%.
Honestly, it's like not worth their time, unfortunately.
No, it's not.
But at least they're not like that invested. They have to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Unlike Wrexham, you know, they've
My God, can you imagine?
got to be there all the time. Imagine if they had to split themselves over Wrexham and F1. Oh my God.
Well,
That'd be a hell
Silverstone,
of
they
a
could do
time.
both in one weekend.
They could.
100%. I was going to say, you've got the American races. If they're over there, then they can go to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, places like Australia and Jeddah and all that stuff, though, no chance.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely no chance.
What else happened?
Honestly, yeah, Bahrain was a bit... As a season opener, it was a bit dull. Not that we want people to crash, but... Yeah,
Would it
literally...
be more fun?
Oh, I was going to say... right, okay. Danny and Yuki. That's what else happened.
Danny and Yuki situation.
The team
yes.
orders.
Team orders.
Was it near the end of the race?
Towards the end of the race, yeah.
Yeah, Yuki was not very happy. As we all know, Yuki's one of them people that's got a temper.
Oh, he's got a massive temper.
He's a gold retriever, but he's got a temper.
That's the main downfall of him. That's why no one wants him.
Yeah.
'Cause he's so aggressive over the radio.
We were literally having a conversation, weren't we? Like, Danny's eyes, Danny's sound. You said there was one instance at Red Bull where he, like, screamed, but I was like, it's completely understandable. He didn't kick
You're always
off.
going to have that one moment where you're just, like,
When this, yeah.
screaming and shouting and...
Well, yeah, at
You've had
Red Bull,
bad
I'd be screaming and
race or
shouting all the
whatever,
time.
Especially when Max was there with him.
But yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
And Max is going up through the ranks and obviously he's going down.
I'd be constantly screaming.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he didn't kick off at all. He just said...
He just said it was childish. That's all he said, really.
Yeah, he was just
He
like...
wasn't aggressive about it. He just said, it's
Just like-
childish. Oh, well. Get on with
Yeah.
it. We'll talk about it later. End of.
Yeah, and then his Instagram post was a little bit funny. He put on Instagram saying like, when was it? Bahrain, yeah. Thank you to the Bahrain race. We've learnt a lot. And I felt a little bit of sarcastic undertone, I'm not going to lie. It's like, yeah, we've learnt a lot, haven't we? About certain people, certain strategies, etc. I thought that was quite fun. On that whole topic, there has been rumours. But remember, rumours don't come from nowhere.
Yes.
That's probably like the
Very
best
true.
thing that we've heard from like DTS. Rumours don't just come out of nothing. They've said that he's got 2 races, which is Suzuka and China.
Yeah,
Shanghai.
by China, they want him to improve. Otherwise,
Lawson's coming in.
Lawson's getting switched out.
Which, love Danny to bits.
But Lawson
Lawson-
needs a drive desperately.
He just deserves it though, do you know what I mean? Like,
really
he
does.
done well.
Really does. Last year, it was last year, wasn't it? Yeah, it was
Yeah.
last year because they would switch him around all the time.
When Danny broke his hand.
He drove such a good race.
Insane.
Well, such a good couple of races, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't like a one-off. Like with
He actually did well. He didn't crash. He didn't get involved with any drama. He just drove, and he drove very well.
he got points as well though. Like
yeah, exactly.
Ricardo's not getting points.
Because, yeah, he's at the
I
back
feel
of the grid.
awful
He's
for
literally
talking
just-
shit about Ricardo, but it can't. Like, again, he's golden retriever, but he's just he's had his glory days. Maybe he could
Yeah.
get back there if they put him in the Red Bull seat, but I don't think he's earned it.
He's had his chance at Renault. He's had his chance at McLaren.
Yeah.
And now he's had his chance at AlphaTauri Toro, or whatever you like to call him these days. RB.
RB, yeah.
Um,
That's what I mean.
and he's not improving. He's not getting any better. Towards the end of last season, he was fighting hard. He was doing really well. But where's it gone?
We were just all excited, weren't we? Because we were like, oh my God, he's back. Yeah, he finished 15th, but he's back. And now we're like, oh my God, he's finished
And then
15th.
he started going up. He started getting points. He started getting better. He's like, what was his highest finish last season? 6th?
6th came
Something?
to mind, but I don't know.
Something like that. He's bringing home good points. And he brought AlphaTauri then back up in the championship. Brought them in a bunch of extra money.
Yeah. Maybe they've changed the car again. He's gone off for fuck's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
But then-
But to drive a good car, he needs good brakes. That's the one thing he needs. He outbreaks everyone. That's his speciality.
But then, but that's what I mean. He needs a car that suits him.
Yeah, which
not
is
him
the Red
trying
Bull.
to suit a car.
It's no other car but the Red Bull.
Yeah, but why should Red Bull bring him up?
They got no reasoning to, have they, at all?
No. I'd honestly say Lawson in Perez's seat, if anything. I think he can handle the pressure.
If Red Bull Dream Team, I think it would be Lawson and Sainz. If Max was to leave and they were to get rid of Perez, Lawson and Sainz.
The only way Max is leaving is if you're going on board now.
Or
Bored.
him and Horner have a little, tussle.
I don't even think that, to be honest.
Same as dad.
Because he said that it's basically if Marco leaves, it's Helmut Marco that he's kind of like that with, like.
Yeah, but then he's only going to leave because of Horner. But he
would have by now.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been gone by now. But apparently that girl's
Do you know what I mean?
wanting to go back to work.
Shut up.
Genuine. That's the last thing I heard anyway. She got suspended with full pay, didn't she?
Yeah.
But
suspended with full pay, and she wanted to go through courts in England.
Yes.
To fight against the charges or whatever.
But the last thing I heard was that she wanted to go back to work or something, and she would
Do you know what?
give up the rest of the pay or whatever it was. I can't remember.
Now I've had 3 seconds to think about it. Imagine you've gone through a degree, you've gone through everything to get that job that you really wanted, with the added issues and drama and hardship that a female has to get into that sport, and then something out of your control happens that you want to stand up for yourself and it gets thrown back in your face.
Yeah, exactly. And now you're sitting at home
going, I've literally just lost my dream job, and there's probably no chance that any other team are going to have it back. Because they're like, no, you're full of drama. Mm-hmm. Like, even if it's true, untrue, whatever, they're not going to want someone like that.
No, exactly.
Which is the harsh reality, but I don't blame her for wanting her job back. As long as you can deal with that.
She's still employed. She can. I don't know how Red Bull feels about her going back, but.
God, I doubt it. Unless she went back in a different position, but.
Maybe.
You can't go back to normal. Yeah, after all that, you can't just go back to normal.
Oh, true.
That can't work at all. But yeah, Bahrain, honestly, it was just as a season opener.
Max won, Perez second, Sainz third.
Was it?
It was Sainz third, wasn't it?
Oh God.
Check your notes.
Was it?
You got notes.
Yeah, I didn't. Basically, in the top 10, it was Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Aston, and McLaren.
Who we fully expected.
It wasn't anything.
There was nothing
out
special that happened. There was nothing exciting. A minute 12 pit stop for Sauber and Bottas.
But again, that wasn't very. It wasn't like, oh my god. It was very there's a shit team, so that's expected.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going, oh, that's a bit long, but it doesn't affect the race result at all. Do you know what I did notice though? Logan was still behind Bottas. After a minute.
I feel really bad for Logan.
He's got it. I just feel like he's got it in him.
Yeah, do you see how much training he put in over?
Yeah, but that's what
break?
I was thinking about it earlier. It must be so frustrating.
So mentally determined to get somewhere.
But it must be so frustrating to be like, I'm driving an F1 car on the same track as even just someone like, I don't know, Stroll or whatever. Even Piastri. He's kind of got a better car. But like, he's like, what am I doing wrong? Albon's getting points. Albon's up there. He's just like, what am I doing wrong? Like,
there's nothing in his ability.
That's what. But I don't understand.
He must have a different driving style to what the Williams can provide. It's the same as Danny Rick.
Maybe.
It's the same as most drivers. They gotta suit the car, haven't they?
Yeah.
If you're used to absolutely slamming the brakes last second into a corner,
that's what he's done.
And your car cannot keep up with the slamming of the brakes, then you're going to outbrake yourself. You're going to spin off the track. You're going to go into barriers.
Maybe that's what he's doing, yeah.
Terrible.
It could be.
If your engineers can't figure out how much front wing you want to give you enough turn in and as fast as you want it, what you're used to, then that car's not going to work for you.
I agree with you, uni engineer.
Yeah. And there's only so much. There's only so much the engineers can do for him.
Yeah, but I just don't.
Apart from actually.
I don't understand if someone's looking at all the data, going like, right, okay, someone's outbraking here, someone's choosing this different line, just like 10 places ahead of you. Just tell Logan, right, try a different line.
Yeah, exactly.
Try doing this at this corner. I don't understand how he's not getting...
They're at the back of the grid anyway. I don't know why they don't just, like, experiment a little bit. See if you can just get a little bit more.
That's what I mean. Right, try a different line. Try outbraking on this corner, because if shit goes sideways, there's a bunch of gravel or there's a runoff.
Yeah.
You're not gaining
Logan,
any positions.
You've been lapped now. You're, like, a minute behind. Come into the pits. We'll change your tyres. We'll give you a bit more front wing. Or a little bit less front wing. Let's have a little play, see if we can figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Use it as an opportunity rather than just going, we finished 20th, well done.
Especially the earlier races where it doesn't really matter because everyone's trying to figure out everything anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to find their groove. Everyone's trying to find out where they sit.
Mm-hmm. But do they get enough testing? I know
they
have
had a hell of a lot of testing, but I don't know.
But I don't think it was enough
a driver like him, who's really new to this.
Yeah. But he must have been good enough to get into F1.
But yeah, of course. He's
this is what I mean. How do people get to F1 and just be like, just completely deplete?
Yeah, how do you be the best of the best in F2?
Like Nick.
Or any other series. And then you come to F1 and then all of a sudden it just goes downhill. I don't
get it at all.
No, I know. I don't get it either.
I don't know if it's like a mindset thing maybe. Where they're like feeling the pressure. Or like it's a different team, like trying to get used to different people and stuff like that.
Should we pause here and reset?
We were in a flow then.
I know, I'm sorry. It's literally about to end anyway, so it's fine.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, basically Bahrain was just not it as a season opener, but again, that was probably my first proper season opener. But it was just not there. It's just not that exciting. But they do get more exciting. Mm-hmm. Saudi and Australia did get more exciting, which we will talk about.